United. We are now sitting at a 1-1 between both of these teams. And things are getting even more heated than ever because, again, ladies and gentlemen, the risk is immense. It's high. It's over there.
You know what else is over there?
Both teams can provide every potential that they can bring to the table.
And they need to,
They need
right?
to.
Because if they don't, they have to say goodbye to their playoff run. And I'm pretty sure Geek Fam have been in this exact same position and they
The same
don't
position.
want to do it twice.
No two,
No two.
just one.
Nope.
They need to be number one.
They
just
need
like,
to be number one.
Just like.
Just like Telkomsel. Why? Why is Telkomsel number
How
one?
is it
Because
number
they
one?
are in a collaboration with Dunya Games right now. And with this collaboration, you guys can get extra quota, extra
What?
value with every purchase that you make, as long as you do it on Telkomsel. Because for every in-game purchase that you make on Dunya Games, you can get an additional 3 gigabytes worth of data quota. So hurry up and buy it at dunyagames.co.id or through the Dunya Games app. And
Or-
if you guys come to the venue, you guys can just straight away check out the booth.
Wow.
We're at Mahaka Square, Jakarta, Indonesia, where you can meet Mr. Ahmad, who is ready to service you and who is ready to give you information as to what exactly are the benefits and the privileges with the Dunya Games and the Telkomsel collaboration.
I mean, our MVP back in the regular season, Mr. Ahmad, is back again in this area, in this
We love you,
venue.
Mr. Ahmad.
And with that in mind, with the 3 gigabytes additional from Telkomsel, you can save more gold in a sense, right? You can save more gold and you can as well invest in more. Invest in Ubes Gold X MPLID Season 12 with prices from 500,000 rupias. Eterna Miracle, that's a huge bargain.
500,000 rupiah? I usually put that in just for skins. You're telling me that I can invest in gold, get gold on ubeslifestyle.com, Ubes Lifestyle e-commerce, and Blee, Ubes Lifestyle, and also get a free skin?
Yep.
Is that what you're telling me, Gani and Eterna?
Perfect.
Perfect.
I was expecting a yes or a no. I got something even better. Just like you guys.
Oh, man.
You're looking at Ubes Gold
That's risk.
at home through a screen. Hey, nerds, touch some grass. Come over to Mahaka Square and take a look at these rings. Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
MPLID championship rings, baby.
That's a
Yeb
flat-
has 2. That's why he's the richest coach.
He has 2?
He has 2.
From which year?
10 and 11. Season 10 and 11.
and 11.
He can make it 3.
My God.
Can
Or
make
as
it
LaFell
3.
says, tree. The tree.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Shout out LaFell. We'll see you soon. Oh my
Nerd.
God. Tree. So funny.
You
But
can't
yeah.
say the
Riz.
huh in any sentence.
Huh?
Like the the sound. He can't make it.
Like math.
Math. He says
Okay.
F, math.
Okay.
I'm sorry, LaFell. Sorry for bullying you.
We love
here.
you. No, you know, that's like maybe they don't know, but we're like that's how close we are
Uh-huh.
Three.
that we
Well,
can do
three.
that,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean-
okay.
We're not that close, right? I mean, like a
No.
2-hour flight.
Right,
Indo-Malaysia.
right. Like physically,
Also true.
Yeah.
but emotionally and spiritually, man. That's what's important.
I don't know about that.
The connection.
Connection.
And the connection between these players has
Be
got to be
on point.
on point as well. And that's something that we kind of saw falter from Geek Fam in game number 2. I was quite surprised because with the draft that I saw, I was like, all right, Geek Fam, they got it. All right?
Same.
I loved it. They had so many tools that they could work with.
Yeah.
They had a lot of say in the
So
early
many.
game. And yet, they didn't execute to the game plan that was set for them from the drafts.
Hero power-wise, I do agree. I feel like Geek Fam has the edge over Dewa United. But then again, Mobile Legends is all about execution, right? Which, again, Dewa United, they executed to perfection. The space that they were able to give the gold laners, the space that they were able to achieve to get the members of Geek Fam was just on point. But to go to Dara, man, even though that Dewa United equalized in that second game, he seems chill, he seems relaxed.
He's always chill. He's always relaxed. What happened is my question to a man. He went from a boy to a man, back now to a teen, because that game, it felt like he was just going back and forth, right? He went back and forth in terms of quality. Game 1, so stable, all the way to the top. He was acting as the main damage dealer, a utility player with the CC as well. But yeah, in this game, we just weren't able to see that exact form from the side of a boy. And mainly, I think it's them not playing towards their strengths, because I have to stand by my opinion, and I think you guys can agree with me on this too. Geek Fam had the better draft on paper, man. They had all the tools to go up against Daewon United's composition. The Yuzong for the Forza, the Beatrix here to try to melt them down here, right? I mean, in the lane, not too good against the Irithel, but then the Akai against the Thamas to secure neutral objectives and secure that early to mid, and even reactive roamer against the Cho. What went wrong? Their execution went wrong. Gotta talk a bit about that, right? Neutral objective control, no. They decided to go for team fights with this composition instead of using it to what I think is what they were going for, neutral objectives.
And mind you, Beatrix can't. We talked about Beatrix can't bring up the Purify, right? Can't bring the Purify, but Farsa and the Irithel, they rock the Purify in that game, so it made Beloyski's life a little bit harder to catch them.
It was so valuable.
Very.
And it was so tough, right? Because so many heroes were actually banned away from Beloyski if in the event he didn't go for the Edith. And this is where one of the outliers occur. With a total of 15 unique heroes, Beloyski claims the title of one of the most just versatile, flexible roamers. But with the Edith pickup, and I find that peculiar, right? Because with such a diverse hero pool, he opted for the Edith, and it didn't seem like he had the impact that we usually see Beloyski naturally have. So is this the way to go? Despite Beloyski having a high hero pool, if you take out all the support, is that the impact that we're going to see from Beloyski? Basically, 0 to little?
I don't like. I mean, on the Edith, usually he does okay, right? He doesn't usually have those kind of performances. But that's why I felt it was really strange to see the Kaja and the Franco ban. These are two picks that he utilizes a lot, and especially considering the Angela, Rafaela, Mathilda's been banned out, you'd expect him to actually leave one of those open. Well, let's take a look at the drafting phase here. If Beloy can try to replicate, again, the diversity, that hero pool, 15. With that, I want to give him a nickname, Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood?
Yeah, because diversity.
Beloy?
Yeah.
Mr. Hollywood.
Hollywood likes diversity.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I love diversity. Exactly. And again, Geek Fam and Dewa United.
See value in me?
Did they switch sides here?
Yep.
Yep.
They did.
No, actually, no, they didn't. They
From
kept it
game
from
number
game
1.
two, but they
From
swapped
game
it.
2, no.
Okay, exactly. So from game 2, they did not switch sides. It will still be the same bands from Geek Fam, but it will just be the same bands as well from the side of Dewa United. But the change, though, there you go. Geek Fam, they offer an Irithel first pick. Seems like from both games, the teams that picked up the Irithel, they win.
Irithel wins you games.
Yeah, it's the better matchup issue at the moment that we're looking at, right? Whoever has... And this is cool, right? Because in an interview that Rect actually had, after Alter Ego was unable to make it to the playoffs, he mentioned in that interview on MPET Talk with Jonathan Liandi or Emperor, the fact that this meta is so gold lane centric. It's not EXP centric, it's not mid lane centric, it's more gold lane centric. So I guess that kind of shows the value of getting a better matchup in the gold lane more than ever. And so Geek understand this. They adjust, they pick up the Irithel, and we're going to see how will Daewon United actually fare without the Irithel. They go for the Rafaela, they go for the Terizla, but the big question remains, who is going to be in the lane with Irithel from the side of Dewa? Who are they going to put for
Bruno.
what?
I smell Bruno here, right?
Well, that's what I said, but what did you say earlier on with the
Bruno
Bruno?
does good if he's able to scale to the late game and get those items.
With
Or,
Rafa?
huh?
Yeah, with Rafa.
Exactly. So that covers it, right?
Exactly.
The whole point is early game not too good in the lane against the Irithel.
Irithel.
But if you have someone like a Rafaela, a healer, an Angela, whatever, healer, you get through that early game much better. You don't get poked, and even if you get poked, you just sustain back up. And that's why Geek Fam want to say, no, we want to fight. You try to gank that gold lane, we will go even harder. Good call on that, because again, yes, that's the only part of Bruno that can be exploited early to mid. Paquito and the Martis. It's going to be a skill matchup now, right? I honestly feel like for these two teams, I see the execution, I see a 50-50 for both.
Very
let's-
honest draft.
It really is honest. I want to know what Jack Lee is feeling right now. So we'll take a look at his comment. Against Geek, we are confident because we have a good understanding of their strategies. We remain vigilant when it comes to their gameplay and their players, such as Beloyski and Chidera. So these are the two main focuses that even Jack Lee, honestly, is feeling. The anchors, Chidera and Beloyski. And in game number 1, I think they kind of overlooked a boy,
Sure.
let him shine, and he did, and he was able to create those ground-breaking plays. But the adjustments are coming in, and Daewoo United were able to come back. So that's a scary thing. If Daewoo United keep on adjusting like this, they might have a better say as we come into the second banning phase. Novaria taken out. What does this mean?
Means that they do not want Geek Fam to get this vision. Daewoo United wants to play around the composition they have because they have a proper initiator. They have a lot of mobility with the Rafaela. That means they can attack from different angles. And if it's read out by, say, an Astral Echo, it will leave a dent in their strategy. Taking it away, a brilliant move because we still don't know who's going to be mid, even a roam right now, and Novaria fits both.
A great point, and also I feel like Daewoo United, they are trying to eliminate what? The range, right? Again, the composition of Geek Fam is very close quarters, right?
Yeah.
It feels like with Paquito, Martis, even Irithal, sure. But with the addition of Novaria, it will add more depth to their composition, which might create a nuisance for Daewoo United. Geek Fam, I feel like they see this Rafaela and this can be a mid Rafaela. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just be safe and eliminate Cho.
I like that point that you were making, and in game number 1, they had kind of a similar draft, but they were able to compensate for their lack of range with a Yuzong pick. Now they've actually opted for a Paquito, so they do need an answer that should definitely be around that mid lane for a boy, and the
Apakah mereka cukup aware dengan adanya Eve yang masih terbuka?
Eve,
Untuk
Case ya.
Case juga bisa.
Dan itu merupakan hero power. Sempat dia bawakan di regular season, tidak tumbang sama sekali.
Atau mungkin mereka mau lepaskan aja dua-dua hero high ground ya.
Minotaur ya di
Minotaur.
ban. Karena Minotaur Rafaela sempat kita saksikan beberapa kali.
Yap.
Dan ini
Post
juga
waktu itu.
iya sempat menimbulkan efek double heal
Iya.
yang sangat-sangat menjengkelkan. Ada dua juga untuk efek sisinya. Karena ada Minion Fury dan juga Holy Baptism.
Double heal sih oke. Maksudnya masih bisa di counter kalau misalnya dia mainin ada kari-kari seperti itu. Tapi kan sekarang udah terbuka dengan adanya Irithel.
Iya.
Damage-nya akan sulit untuk bisa menembus ke arah double healer, double badan. Yang membuat para pasukan dari Dewa akan lebih maksimal. Nah ini nih menentukan Prof. Menurut gua dia harus ambil junglernya dulu. Kalau membuat Geek agak cukup kesulitan
Iya.
apa yang akan diamankan.
Aku juga setuju.
Ambil junglernya, biarin mid lane-nya masih ditahan. Mau
Iya.
kirim berebut Valentina atau Kadita, seperti kata Profesor KB mungkin skenanya, itu nggak masalah.
Iya. Dewa pasti akan dapetin setidaknya satu. Dan
Biarkan
itu
mid
dia.
laner ini tetap menjadi misteri. Karena balik lagi, masih ada Yves, masih ada Farsha juga. Yang bisa dimainkan oleh Case. Jangan lupakan juga satu hero yang menurutku power dari tangan Case. Faramis.
Wah, Paramis apalagi dengan power team fight sekarang akan lebih maksimal. Jadi apakah membuat Lanaya lumpuh dengan Kadita adalah sebuah jawaban?
Atau jangan-jangan Aboy yang akan membawakan Faramis tersebut. Karena dengan power team fight yang sekarang, kita berhadapan dengan healer nih ngobrolinnya.
Lu ketawa sih, ini agak cukup menarik.
Iya
nih.
kan? Jadi
Iya.
di-deny duluan sebelum
Biasa sih.
adanya gerakan team fight jangka panjang dari Dewa dengan Faramis Rafaela.
Atau itu akan jadi satu faktor penentu mereka
Wah, diambil.
di last pick, tapi Faramis ternyata
Wah.
didinai
Oke,
oleh
Case Valentina mungkin.
Geek.
Ini udah paling aman sih Momo Ranger Mas.
Iya.
Iya,
Case
iya.
Valentina, karena kita tahu sendiri dengan IMU, kita akan melihat team fight jangka panjang ditambah dengan buff dari heal up-nya Rafaela. Ini pasti bakal jadi team fight jangka panjang yang menarik. Apalagi dipadukan dengan Terizla sebagai jangkar dari dewanya itu sendiri.
Betul, karena kalau posisi dari Sako yang akan memainkan Rafaela, berarti semua inisiasinya akan datang dari Terizla, Dixon. Dan gimana caranya pemain-pemain dari Geek ini
Dia
Harus
nanya,
siap.
apa yang lo pede ambil aja. Dia lebih pede Eve, ya kan?
Yves ketimbang Valentina.
Tadi coachnya ngomong apa yang lo pede ambil aja.
Iya, itu dia. Sebuah kepercayaan juga lagi dan lagi. Kata kunci percaya ini selalu menghadirkan kita kepada sebuah pertanyaan. Apakah mereka akan menjalankan hal tersebut, dan draft index-nya lihat dengan
Gua
crowd
suka banget
control
sih.
yang 5149, durability yang tidak begitu berbeda dengan ofensif yang sama.
Oke.
Ini dia game 50-50.
Game Index luar biasa. Terima kasih banyak untuk para kru MPL di belakang sana. Dan tentunya kita bakal melihat untuk game yang ketiga kali ini.
Wah, dengan adanya Faramis di tangan Aboy, tentunya akan menjadi jaminan team fight cukup jangka panjang ya untuk Geek Farm sendiri.
Iya.
Sementara Dewa lebih lagi-lagi